This time we're asked to find the equation of the line which is perpendicular to y equals 3x plus 5 and passing through the point 9, 17. So if it's perpendicular to the line we're starting with, it's going to look something like that. But again, we don't yet know how far up or how far down the y-axis our blue line is going to be. But we can use, again, a little bit of clever algebra and a little bit of knowledge about graphs to figure this out. First of all, again, straight away, we know that this is going to have the form y equals mx plus c, because it's still going to be a straight line. Next, a line which is perpendicular to this one, its gradient is going to be the negative reciprocal, also sometimes called the negative inverse of this gradient here. So instead of 3, the gradient is going to be negative 1 over 3. If the original gradient had been 5, the negative reciprocal would be minus 1 over 5. If the original gradient had been a quarter, the negative reciprocal would be negative 4. If the original gradient had been 2/3, the negative reciprocal would be 3 over 2. And if the original gradient had been negative 2/3, then the negative reciprocal of that would be positive 3 over 2. So our gradient is going to be negative 1 over 3. And straight away we can substitute this into our general form equation up here. So that's going to be negative x plus c. Again, the only thing we don't know is c, but we can work that out from the coordinates we're given at the top here. We know that when x is 9, y must be 17, and we can substitute that into this equation we've got here. So instead of y, I'm going to write 17, and then instead of x, I'm going to write 9. All we're doing now is a little bit of algebra. So first of all, negative 9 divided by 3 is negative 3. And then I'm going to add 3 to both sides of the equation. So on the left we get 20, and then on the right, these two are going to cancel out, so we're getting rid of that negative 3 on the right hand side. And so that just leaves us with c being equal to 20. We can substitute that back into the equation we had further above, so that it becomes y equals negative x over 3 plus 20.